And you're streaming live on Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook and cool. YouTube.
So you should have just
go to youtube.com/Make It Plain and Facebook.com/Make It Plain. You can follow the whole thing. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, you hear us talking. We're live in studio. We're not on the radio, but we're on our social media, and you'll hear this on the radio probably later this week. But a couple of brothers here with me who I've always had a great deal of respect for. I've watched this young man grow up.
Literally.
It's unbelievable. Voice got all his bass in his voice.
Hey man,
I remember when he was a kid and a teenager. We used to call him W. Ellington Felton.
That's West right. Felton. That's my government name.
It's your government name.
Yeah, you know. But now I go by West Felton. You know, as a musical artist, because you know, black folk they don't like long names.
That's true. That's true.
You remember how when you change your name, people
no, they wouldn't do it. That's why people. That's right. People, because he remembers when I was on WL.
Yeah.
And that's what Dick Gregory used to say. He said, "You're the only person that you got two names, everybody know them, but people only want to say one of them. Right. People won't let Mark Thompson go. Nobody would call me Matsamela." Yeah. Also here with us, also from DMV is in the house, y'all. Brother Raheem, DeVaughn, my brother. Peace, man. All right, good to see you. Yes, glad to have you in here with us. How you doing, man?
Bless.
Thank you all for making the trip up here.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
What you see behind me is a video entitled America.
Yeah.
Off of the Crossrhodes music project, RHODES. Tell us about that. What's Crossroads?
Well, the Crossroads, first and foremost, back in the day, my brother and I, Raheem, you know, U Street in Washington, D.C., for your listeners globally, is a familiar street where artists like Duke Ellington and, you know, comedians like Dick Gregory honed in their skills. And,
right.
You know, basically was their like training grounds, you know. And when I shortly after I returned from Carnegie Mellon studying theater, there was this kind of renaissance going on U Street. And I noticed in a lot of the open mics and places that, you know, there were some people I thought were really talented. I kind of prided myself in being a talented writer and performer.
You were.
And
that's right.
I was like, you know, myself and a friend of mine, Tone Walters, we started this kind of separate showcase of our own called Picture This. And it ultimately evolved into Groove Gumbo. And we wanted to feature like who we thought were like the really great artists in the area at that time. Mm-hmm. Raheem had a rock group called Tree of Soul. Mm-hmm. And I heard them. I was impressed. I said, hey, look, man, I want you to feature you on this event. And we're going to put you with this really big group right now, Fertile Ground. And it's going to be a great showcase for you. But when you know, the brother shows up late. He gets there late with all these rock-looking brothers, you know, in living color-looking brothers.
Right.
The guitar player was like, looked like a black sumo wrestler, you know, was such a loving brother, but he was, you know,
he was big. Okay, I got you.
So it's not like you can sneak him past the crowd. You know what I mean?
Right.
So long story short, I kind of, you know, chewed his head off a little bit. Like, hey man, if you don't get this set up in 5 minutes, man, I will never let you perform anywhere. You know, just
Yeah.
And he got set up, and shoot, I guess the rest is history at that point. Moving forward, you know, he didn't.
Wait.
What happened?
Okay, here's another part.
I actually killed it. Is what I did.
Oh yeah, no, they killed it. He did a great show. That's
a very important part of the story.
So moving forward, at that point, we decided, like, look, man, every time I do something, you're gonna do something. We then begin to combine our songs where we had the same subject matters. We would then take a verse from one of his songs, one of mine, and so on stage you begin to do that. And we just decided, like, rather than being competitors or, you know, having the divisive approach that the music industry usually sets up for black men, we were like, yo, we're gonna just join forces. And we made, you know, we did 2 albums. Limited Budget, Unlimited Quality was one, and then another one, The Invitation. And here we are now. Shoot, what, 12? How many years later?
12
years plus. Later. 12 plus years later since the release of our very first project. So
Footprints on the Moon.
Yeah, so we here with Footprints on the Moon now, man, coming to bring the message.
This is great. And as you say, you brought me old school. This is brought me a CD, y'all. This is definitely old school. This is what's up. Available everywhere.
Digitally, yep.
Yeah.
Digitally.
Yep. Yeah, this is not this is an album that you can only get from us on CD or you know, through limited purchases.
Everybody else can get it digitally.
Amazon.com. I think they'll still ship a CD out to you. They're still #1 seller of physical copy of CDs, but it's a digital world. So the cool thing about this album, our project, is that it's already in your phone. You just don't know it yet.
Yep.
You just go to your favorite, you know, digital app, whether it's iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, and you go to the search engine. Once you go there, you go to the area, just type in the group name, the Crossroads, TheCrossroads, and once you put that in, scroll down to the album Footprints on the Moon. You know, depending on whether you're purchasing it or streaming it, you just click the button. It's a click button, and then it's there waiting for you. It's kind of
listeners, bro. We know this brother is a vocalist, and he sound all techie over here. But that's what you got to do these days. You got to know how to promote and market your stuff, and that's how people get to it.
And that's what Footprints on the Moon's about.
Okay,
like it's the idea that we're saying to our brothers, more, you know, not just our brothers, but more specifically Black folks, Americans, you know what I'm saying? It's time to grow up. It's nothing wrong with growing up. See, in Black culture, we got this, for Black men, we got this real catch-22 thing that comes with the amount of love and coddling that we often get from our mothers, where it can teach us, you know, sensitivity and compassion. But if you're not allowed to grow up in that process, it can actually lead to resentment and, you know, the toxic masculinity that we see displayed often, or in that often we're limited to as the only definition of who we are. So we telling these brothers, look, man, the sky is not the limit. Okay, that's just the beginning. So imagine if you put your footprints on the moon. Imagine, you leave the block, you leave the city, you leave the country. Because I can say for myself, growing up on 58th Street in Northeast DC, man, when I was growing up, they were kidnapping people's kids, you know, to do things for drugs. Right. But if I settled for an outsider's narrative of my neighborhood, then I wouldn't be who I am now. But because I didn't settle for that, and I knew that, you know, a lot of those brothers, those thugs, a lot of those hustlers, those are the people who actually made W. Ellington Felton, because they affirmed me. You know, they let me know, hey, we noticed that you on something else. We noticed that you focus. So we're going to let you be that. And by letting you be that, we're going to protect you while you in DC. We're going to make sure every corridor don't touch you. Yeah. You know, so there's many narratives and stories that come from the hood. And we want to encourage our brothers to be more diverse. As Black men, it's okay for us to get upset. It's okay for us to express ourselves. But then it's also, you know, important for us to teach that we can love as well.
Yeah. Raheem, what do you want people to get out of this piece?
Oh man, this is you gotta listen. This is a project you want to listen to every single word, you know, digest it. You know, you're gonna hear something new every time. You know, one of my favorite records right now is the current single, America. You know, the video is you know, viewable on YouTube as well. And
America, that's what's behind us. That's what we're looking at right now.
We just, you know, it's in this day and time, you know, there's still people out here who are making socially conscious music. You know what I mean? That speaks to the level of consciousness right now. That speaks to, you know, the politics that's happening right now. You know, the Trump administration. You know, a lot of the things that we're seeing, the climate of the country, the climate of the world. That's what we're on right now. You know, so sometimes, you know, for all the artists out there, you know, what they have to understand and even the music lovers, right? It's like, as artists, sometimes we have to create a project and a message that's not necessarily wanted but needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Because I get that, you know, people use music for escapism. You know, the turn up on one frequency, turn down on another. You know, turn up on one emotion, turn down on another. And but we you know, it's no time like the present to use your powers for good. You know what I mean? As far as, like, you know, whatever the type of influencer you are, if you're not speaking out against injustice right now, you know, through that art form, then you're just really using your gift in vain.
Yeah. I see you got the shirt on, kneelers.
That's right.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Take that knee.
Yeah, I'm not doing you know, Raheem and I, a few months ago, we were in Indianapolis, and we made a conscious decision for the first time at the end of our song America, when we perform it live, we took a knee, and it blew people away.
Wow.
And so we notice now, you kind of see that trend kind of going. So that's an example of, like you know, I don't know how conservative you are now, but I know you. Look, look, I'm joking. I'm joking. But
you know me.
But see, one quick side note. When I was a teenager, see, the funny thing is, when I was a younger teenager, my mother was head of student accounts and loans at University of DC.
That's right.
And I remember I used to come catch the train up there after school and hang out in the I learned how to play pool really well, and that game room used to have down there.
That's right.
It's infamous, man. That was like a mini UN, man. And I remember one day my mother called me and she said, "Baby, I don't know, just give you the heads up, but Mark and them, they've taken over the university. But they're the nicest brothers, though. They're so sweet to us. They us make sure we get into our office safely. But the police, they can't get here. They done put barbed wires and all kinds of things on the roof, so they can't drop. I mean,
shut it down,
man.
Shut them down.
So for me, I can definitely make a testimony that that was a moment for me as a young child to see that action and play. And it's now time for us as brothers and again as Americans, since America seems to be it's like if Colin Kaepernick says America ain't good, they boo him. But then when this other guy says America ain't good, they get him into the White House.
That's right. America, make America great again. That's all.
Right.
Yeah.
So he's basically saying the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's time for us as brothers to start thinking critically. It's time for us to live woke versus trying to stay woke. See, if we stay woke, we don't get time to rest. Yeah. And we gotta rest, and we gotta have moments to shut down and unplug. Yeah. But when you live woke, that means every situation you go into, you consider and you factor in, the blood, sweat, and tears that went into whatever benefit that you experience. I like to call people, and I don't call people bougie or any of that stuff no more. I call them the privileged oppressed. You know what I'm saying?
The privileged oppressed. Can I borrow that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wes Felton, Raheem, DeVaughn with us.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't mean, and I'm if you all forgive me, because I'm gonna put these brothers on the spot. I hope you don't mind. So when we on this social media, unfortunately, and we want people to buy the music, get the music, support the music. Yeah. But because it's music and it's for sale, and we're live on, as you all can see, on Facebook and YouTube. When we air music on these social media platforms, they protect the artist and shut it down. Yeah.
Well, I give you permission right now publicly, because I have to do it too. Like when I go live.
They ain't gonna
okay.
Listen. But so that's what I'm saying.
All right.
Can y'all give us a little taste right now? Y'all in the mood for that?
Absolutely.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Let's do it. Let's do some live right here.
Yeah. So,
hi. Picket signs and protest lines, yeah. The violent nights and police lights, yeah. Woo. The body bags is filled with youth, yeah.
America.
With no remorse, they bang the shoe. They bang, 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 bang. The global warming that kill our air.
America.
The not guilty verdicts, don't the jury care?
America.
Religious wars and social woes.
Living in America.
They'll even sell you dreams to buy your soul. Oh, in America, yeah. America.
America me.
I shed some tears for thee. America. Land of the home and free.
Yeah, I thank God I never wanted to be a clone or idolize Al Capone or rock a herringbone or disrespect my mom in and out of her home. Never been a brother ashamed of where I was from. You gotta go out and get it, now wait for it to come. Never been addicted to that coke or that rum. Never took a life with a gun to harm the human for fun. But I got a few gangsters who protect me and my son. You can't get into formation without information. This country's in peril. Too many people hating. We think being famous is the same as reparation. We think smoking trees is the same as meditation, or others are using it as a form of medication. Incarceration is the new black vacation. I'm trying to practice this hope with a whole lot of patience. I want to feel American pride with lots of cadence. See, we the only people on the planet taught to hate our culture, while others exploit, eat off of it like vultures. Stress on the inside like ulcers. Racist government stretch from DC to Tulsa. Ain't you tired of the madness and the lies? Ain't you tired of the murders and the cries? Meanwhile, chemtrailling in the sky, but y'all don't want to hear that on your music or your rhymes. How you gonna matter if you think that you better, huh? And cause you got some money that your water's more wetter. Ha ha ha. Jokes on you while you an actor. You got less influence on your kids than the average rapper. Got the nerve to walk around with your chest poked out while your daughter's getting turned out and sons getting smoked out. Man, let's get these votes out so we can get these racist folks out.
America, America,
yeah. America, me.
I send some tears for thee, America, America,
America, me.
Land of the home and free, yeah. For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right. Yeah.
Yes.
Taking that knee.
Yes.
All right. I think we sold y'all on this. Y'all need to get this, y'all. Y'all need to go download this, the Crossrhodes.
There's a clean version as well. So that way for your young people, you can, and our elders.
For all our teachers out there.
Yeah, for the teachers.
Yeah.
This is
as an education. This is an educational piece, man. Like you got to listen to every word. You got to analyze it. I would say for the music lovers out there, imagine if a modern day Marvin Gaye, modern day Gil Scott-Heron got together as a super group to make a socially conscious project produced by Jay Dilla, Ninth Wonder,
or the Roots,
you know what I'm saying? Ninth Wonder actually is on the album though. Rhapsody's on the album, Scarface is on the album, Talib Kweli on the album, Kev Brown, shout out to that whole low budget crew, DJ Roddy Rod, man, so many dope people.
Timothy Bloom,
Phil Ade, Chaz French, two of my artists, Hezekiah, you know what I'm saying, out of Philly, produced a joint called Malcolm's Revenge. Is real cold, you know what I mean? So
y'all doing it.
It's great music, man. Like it's but more importantly, it's music with a message. Like if you've been, I know far too often we hear people say, well, where's the music with the message? Where's the music? Where's the soundtrack to right now? This is it.
Yeah.
And it's already in your phone. It's
already there. You
just go right to
go to the search engine. Yeah. Type it in. Crossroads. Rose like the scholar.
Brothers, one thing that was powerful and beautiful.
Thank you.
I'm glad y'all were able to do that for us. For y'all to check it out live. You all share this video everywhere. I sent it to you.
I am.
So y'all, we're gonna spread this video around so y'all can see it. This brother who I've watched grow up, and proud of you, man.
Thank you. I'm proud. I just want to say I'm proud of you. When I saw on the itinerary that this is who we were coming, because everybody always want to say, okay, are y'all going to so and so show?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, not today. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is an example once again how the creator has a master plan.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And for everything to come full circle and me being here with my brother, it's a powerful thing to see you on this platform.
Well, and I'm proud of you, man. It's powerful to see brother Raheem. We all love you. I know my cousins are watching now, Helen, Ann, and Dana, and they love you too. Now. So that's real quick. You mentioned Gil Scott. Y'all see the Black Panther trailer? They got Gil Scott. The revolution will not be televised.
Right.
as part of the soundtrack to the new Black Panther movie.
Right.
So I'm on here saying they probably ain't gonna let that movie come out. I mean, they kind of teasing us. It's just too powerful. You know, black superhero with Gil Scott. But these are superheroes in real life.
And
here, these
that's
two
the
brothers.
Intro on our album. If you look,
yes, sir.
What does it say?
Gil Scott Heron.
Yep.
Gil Scott Heron intro right here, y'all. Crossroads. Check it out. It's on, as Raheem said, he's already in your phone. Sisters and brothers. So go check it out. Please, man. Please, sir. Love you, brothers. Thanks for coming up.
Thank you so much.
And we're gonna get y'all back in here sometime.
And we still do it.
And
live.
we do something in the studio. Let's do a whole concert.
We
We got a
do it.
small studio and a big studio.
Hey,
We coming.
We could do the
So let's work it
big
out.
band and we can do the small band.
Let's do it.
Coming.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. We love you. Get woke, y'all. Have a great day.
Peace.
Thank you. Peace,
Power
peace,
to the
peace.
people.
Power to the people. No delay.